That's very interesting. Who's talking? Rebecca's talking. Or Michael's talking.
Yeah, well, Teddy, okay, we're back from a recess, and the time is now 11:36. So what we did, guys, went back and we agreed on 27 to add that, so the language that would,
Just want to simplify it a little bit.
On which one?
Article 27
27.
regarding a copy of the statement and the interview.
I can put it, well, we can email you like the final version, but basically what I wanted to just read is, upon request of employee or employee's representative, said employee or representative shall be given exact copy of any written and/or audio or video recorded statement of the employee.
That's fine.
okay.
Is that okay?
And then on 9, to go ahead and add the, under 9C2, we would add E and F, that, coming from y'all's proposal.
The
The
subtraction of the points.
subtraction of the
Subtraction
points.
okay.
Yeah, which would actually be F and G.
Right,
On
the way I had
y'all's.
them set up.
Yeah, it would be F and G, but on the new one, there would be E and F.
Right.
Right, because we struck,
And we're good.
and I think the only other, what we were discussing was on the pay table. It's on the pay table. I understand the limit of SWAT assignments, I'm fine with that, but there was some concern. I mean, the money budgeted for the remaining field training and criminal investigation division, that's gonna be all up to the chief, correct? Right?
All assignments would be subject to the chief. Yeah, they're authorized assignments, so he would determine who he wants in those slots, and then not exceed the number of budgeted slots.
I guess, hold on.
You go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think the only concern about that is, I do think that is cutting into his management authority. For example, this last go-around, they had 6 FTOs to train all these new officers. Now granted, their duration of being an FTO doesn't last all year, but to put in there just 3 assignments, I mean, obviously he has to stay within his budget, and so the chief would only approve certain people, but during this last go-round with all the new hires, there were 6 FTOs. So how are you gonna go, well, we're gonna still have 6 because we need 6, but we're only gonna pay 3 of you, your assignment pay. And same thing with CID. I would think that that would be a better issue instead of limiting it in the contract. It's obviously a limit with the budget that the chief has to fall within. But if you have a new person, because there's a need in CID within the 2 years of a contract, and it's limited in here, how are you gonna have somebody doing the same job and not allowing them to have the pay? It may be less positions, you know, depending on the need at the time. These contracts last longer than maybe a certain need would arise.
What would you suggest we put on
I
that?
would suggest that you take out the limits, because you already have a budget, you already have budgeted positions, and the chief and city manager will be working, dealing with that during the years.
Okay.
I'm
Or
not
say
sure how
as
your budget
budgeted.
works if, well, we
As
have extra
budgeted.
money, you know, we budgeted so much for FTO, but we actually, next year, we didn't even use it, so can we use that for, I don't know how that part works. But that's just my concern, especially
On the pay
hearing,
table.
That's basically what they used to say.
yeah, that it was the chief's authority to decide.
So,
Because you've got issues in CID, I understand somebody may be going over there, but it's an allocated position for a sergeant, but he's a corporal, so you're already saving money. So I'm just thinking if you take that out, you're gonna be
Time is
not
money.
getting any grievances from somebody who's not getting their allocated pay.
we can strike number 2 out, because the chief still retains the sole and final discretion to determine which officer shall be assigned to which assignment.
Right.
So if you
Because-
scratch number 2, I can see it has flexibility plus or minus whatever the need is for.
Right.
And the language there used to be the foregoing assignments are subject to discretionary authority of the chief of police and the number of authorized assignment slots granted by the city, either the police department or
That's
the
still in the
department
pay
of budget.
table.
Sorry?
That language is still in the pay
Yeah,
table.
it's in the.
Okay. So the only thing we're
just
asking is to
suggesting
strike
just
the number.
taking off the maximum number.
Well,
Take out number 2.
We can scratch,
Because, like Mr. Navarro said, we can't infringe on the administrative rights and we don't want to. I don't want the chief coming to me and telling me, you tied my hands by putting that in there. So I'd just rather have it, like she said, let it be to his discretion.
okay, so,
well,
Obviously, he has to be within the budget.
I mean,
I know you have a question, and it's right there.
well, no, it's just a thought.
The thought becomes a question quickly.
We keep referring to pay table A, so we can agree on the language in pay table A. Is there really a need to break out F into 1, 2, 3, 4? I don't think it was broken out in the prior contract. It was just kind of addressed on pay table A.
1, 2, 3, 4, which was out.
It's,
Are you talking about that?
Oh, yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, this, talking about this. Assignment pay shall be.
Yeah, then there would be no need for
Yeah,
that.
you don't need that other stuff. up
I didn't
there.
know why y'all placed that.
I think the only thing that you may want to turn around and add to your pay table would probably be the last line.
It's already in there.
Is
This is already in there.
No, the last line that you can only get one assignment at any given time.
Oh, yeah, that you might want to add into there. 'cause-
That would be the only thing I would see that would go to your pay table breakdown and eliminating the maximum number for those positions, CID and FTOs. We had 6 FTOs operating during this last training cycle.
But then, by putting that in there, telling us y'all are SWAT.
And they're specified in pay table A.
You
I'm gonna take out F
Because
completely.
that's.
No, but you're talking about the pay.
Okay.
No, not F, just the one.
It's just like you don't get bachelor's pay and
And add 5A, yeah.
and you have both.
Okay.
So that kind of cleans it up, and it's not so messy where you have language in the contract and then you have a pay table. It's just
Right.
clear in the pay table.
Correct. Everything's referred back over to paper.
Is that
Okay, so
that okay?
we'll strike 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but then we'll add the language from 5 to the pay table and change and drop the number, the limited number.
That was on what?
It's on page 7, 7F,
Yeah.
1 through 5.
So we're gonna scratch all this.
And drop
1
this
through
language
5,
here.
and then on page 5 of the pay table is where we'll add, no officer may hold more than one assignment at any given time. And then we'll scratch the,
The
Let me
maximum number
have
of
one thing.
assignments.
Is it
It's-
hold or get paid?
I think you
some
need to
people-
turn around and you need to change that from hold any one assignment at any given time to kind of the same way you do the associates, bachelors
maybe pay.
type
Basically, you
certification
can only
pay.
You get
one-
no more the other, one
You
or the
get, you only
other.
get one assignment pay,
Right,
is I think is
one
what
or
it
the
needs to
other.
be. If I'm assigned to CID and I'm assigned to SWAT, well,
You're
why am
only
I,
gonna
you
get
know,
both.
I should only just get one,
You're not gonna get both.
you know?
So instead of no officer may hold more than
One
one
assignment.
assignment at any given time, you'd like it to read, no officer may be
Hey,
paid for more than one assignment.
because there you're
Right.
kind of limiting the, well, he can't be SWAT and CID. So, or SWAT and a field training officer.
Yeah.
You can only get paid for one or the other.
If you do that, you just killed like 3 FTOs, because we got SWAT guys that are FTOing, you know, on patrol.
yeah, so we can change that.
And you've already paid their education to make them FTOs, and now you're not using them.
And I only have, you have anything else? The only other issue I have, which is a small issue, it might seem small, but if I can send y'all our picture instead of the police pictures. It's just, I mean, it's something.
No, I
small.
understand your association of it.
Right.
Yes, sir.
I can send y'all the logo.
Okay.
Hmm? Which? The back? What does it say? On the paper?
Oh, it says TMPA.
Oh, no, that's a big no-no.
It's like a 4-letter word there.
Right here.
I never.
We're a cleat?
Oh, that,
Scratch that, please.
You trying to tell us something?
That's probably fire.
You're about to make 2 people walk out of this room on us, and
And I
Yeah,
know
we'll
on the
have to,
contract-
the signature and execution page actually will read very similar to what we had with the prior agreement. I don't quite know where this one came from, but we'll update it with the correct individuals
on
and
there
the
too.
correct listing of the association. And it is Alice Police Officers Association, correct?
Correct.
APOA. Okay.
And there is no TMPA.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and it's just APOA.
And I don't know if the secretary I know I need him to sign this too. You need his name or just?
He just attests the signature of the president. They're just ensuring that it is Enrique signing.
Let's see his-
We'd like to take this to council for the meeting of the 14th.
For ratification.
So
Yeah, ratification.
I'll have a meeting, so can I get a draft to show it to him?
Yeah.
We'll get you a final working draft of it with everything that we've discussed. And
Try to get that to y'all tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
you go through it, make sure that you guys ratify according to your bylaws, and then send over a letter to us saying it's been ratified, and then we'll get it on an agenda for ratification with the city.
Right.
What dates are gonna be on?
We're scheduled for the 14th of August
14th of August.
at 6:30 PM.
If I can get this letter, or if I can get the draft, I'll get a meeting and get it ratified.
We appreciate
The
that.
membership agrees to it.
And on a personal note, I want to thank you all for always being so civil at the table. It's been an honor and a pleasure working with each and every one of you. And I'm going to miss you all. You guys have been amazing.
Try.
No. Well, as part of the association, I will say this, as a civil service director, you've been an asset for this association and as well for the city, because there was a lot of things that could have gotten ugly that we both put a stop to before it got to that point. So
Always work with each other.
I think we all had the same goal in mind, that
Yes,
we were
sir.
here to work together and work for the city and for everybody here, so.
Yes, sir.
You will be missed by our association, and we want
I
to
miss
thank
you
you
guys
for
too.
everything you did.
Thank you.
Us too.
Us too. What he said.
No one like you in all these cities and counties. I can
There'll
attest
be
to
another one of me in Coleman, so come visit. We are the friendliest town in Texas.
Y'all have an association over there?
No social service department.
Ernie, I think you need a hit.
Hey, you have until October 1 to get an association started.
Shall we close?
Okay, we're done. Thank you guys for all the cooperation and the hard work y'all put into this also, and from the city side as well. Looks like we'll be moving forward and presenting this. You guys accept it, we'll present it to council and get it ratified, and we'll be moving forward. Okay. Nothing else, we'll adjourn this meeting at 11:49. Thank you.
Good job, guys.